Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Last Tuesday night, it was almost midnight. I was exhausted. My brain was shutting down for the night, and my bed was calling for me. Then I got a jolt when I realized it's garbage night. I have to take out the trash. Oh, and there's this science experiment in the fridge I have to throw out. And I have to clean the litter box. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. The definition of motivation is being eager to do something. How eager do you think I was right then? I was totally focused on how unpleasant the task was going to be. Clearly, that's not a good way to get motivated. I'm going to share with you the secret of motivation, the secret of getting yourself and others to do unpleasant things easily and effortlessly. It starts with a universal principle. People naturally move away from pain and toward pleasure. You need to create two pictures, a threat and a bribe. For those of you that have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But before we create these pictures, we have to delete that unhelpful picture of how unpleasant the task is going to be. Once we've done that, we create a picture of all the negative consequences that would happen if we don't do the task and how bad we would feel. And then we need to create the picture of ourselves already having completed the task and how great that's going to feel. Let's use trash night. So imagine I didn't take out the trash. I went to sleep and blew it off. All week the trash is piling up. I have to smush it down in the trash can. One day I even had to jump up and down on the trash can. It fell over, made a huge mess, and I was pissed off at myself as I cleaned it up. The litter box got disgusting, and the kids were whining every time they smelled it, and even the cat couldn't take it anymore and started pooing on the floor. That was a miserable week. I couldn't wait for trash day to come around. Now step over here to the picture of when I did take out the trash. The cans are nicely lined up along the curb. I'm relieved that it's all done and say to myself, you know, it really wasn't that bad. I'm happy that the cat's happy and has a clean place to go, and I feel proud that I'm a good owner. I wash up, slide into the sheets, and snuggle up to my honey who's nice and warm. I fall asleep soundly, satisfied that I've completed all my chores for the day. The key to motivation is setting yourself up for success, creating a clear picture of yourself having already completed the task and letting yourself feel the feelings of pride and accomplishment. And being clear on the price you'll pay if you don't do it, and let yourself feel those feelings too. Make sense? The opposite of motivation is procrastination. And there are three common causes for this. The first is being overwhelmed. We get this when we are confronted with our icebreaker. We don't really know what to say. We have a few ideas, and they don't seem very good. We're starting to get confused about where to start, and worrying, getting obsessed with all the things that could go wrong. Can I really memorize all this stuff? When we get overwhelmed, we need to break the project down into manageable chunks. I'm not going to worry about finishing my speech today. I'm just going to read the instructions and start to write down a few ideas. The second obstacle to motivation is being totally focused on avoiding discomfort. And this can either be from too much stress or anxiety or from not enough pleasure. For stress, try taking a walk, or maybe try the meditation in a moment that Radhika shared with us. For not enough reward, try creating a reward for yourself. Treat yourself when you're done. The third common issue is necessity. Sometimes we feel like we have to do something we have no choice, and people will resist doing things they're forced to do. For necessity can be a good thing, too. It can drive us to complete things. But it can also create a lot of anxiety. there's a big difference between, I'm going to write my speech today, and I have to write my speech today. Especially when combined with harsh tones. Words such as should, must, have to, and need can create stressful states that can lead to demotivation. When you notice this, take out the harsh state and take out all the negative emotion. As Toastmasters, we all need to be constantly motivating ourselves to prepare our next speech. Imagine the future where you're not doing your speeches. You're starting to feel like a loser. You're letting other people down and letting yourself down. You start to skip meetings and finally you drop out with some lame excuse about being too busy. Now clear that screen and float over to your motivated future. You just finished your speech. You're standing up in the front of the room and everyone's clapping. You shake hands with the Toastmaster, walk back to your seat and take a deep breath. You feel relieved and proud as you look around and feel all the compassion in the room. Later that night, you treat yourself to a dinner, and your friend says, oh gosh, I could never give a speech like that. Wasn't it hard? And you remember and say, you know, I was overwhelmed at first, and I got off to a slow start. But once I got motivated, I got on a roll, and it actually was not that hard at all. You should come next time, it'll be fun. So now you can open your eyes, you're properly motivated to begin working on your next speech. I'm going to end with a quote from Zig Ziglar, one of the most famous motivational speakers of all time. Some people say that motivation doesn't last. Well, it's like bathing. You need to do it every day.